Hello.
Hi, my name's Nathena.
I'm Rashida. And together we are NERV.
Thank you guys for visiting us on this platform today. We're so excited to be here with you. If you're not familiar with us, we have an organization called NERV, which stands for Nurture, Empower, Restore, and Vision. We want to dedicate to the community through encouragement, support, and resources with no judgment.
That's right.
We want you to know that you can have the nerve to be whatever you want in life, and we want to be able to be your cheerleaders and give you nothing but applause.
That's right. Like Dina said, we want to be here for you. One of our main goals here is to get you back into whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's professional, whether it's personal. We want you to know we are your cheerleaders. We're here for you. We have some great resources out here in the community, and we want to kind of just tap into you and, making, you a better person. So, one of the things we definitely want to talk about today is we just want to talk about having the nerve to do anything, One of the things we love to talk about is things in our professional life, Dina, about, having the nerve to do.
Yes. Now, think about just the word nerve, just the acronym NERV. It stands for, first the word, which stands for nurture. Okay, when you're nurturing something, you're helping it grow. You're dedicating time to it, love and support. We want you to be able to do that for yourself. Surround yourself around people that's going to nurture you, help you to achieve your goals, or motivate you to achieve your goals. And then when you think about empowerment, we want you to feel strong, have that strength inside of you, and be surrounded by people who is going to pour strength into you so that you can achieve your life success, your goals, your personal goals, and even professionally. Also with restoration, restore, that's a vast word. Yeah. I love talking about restoration because sometimes you can feel so depleted because of what life has thrown at you that you don't even know where to begin. And we want you to start taking some time for yourself. Self-care is so important because you can't give to anyone else unless you're taking care of yourself. So we want you to be able to do that, restore yourself. And that can be forgiving yourself for something that you've done in the past, or forgiving someone else for something that they've done to you. Because forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. And then vision. I love talking about that because vision is when you close your eyes and you visualize what you want your life. That's your vision. Remember when we were kids, we used to dream all the time. You could be anything in this world. And I think a lot of us have gotten away from just dreaming. And now everything's about the rush. We got to go to work. We got to pay these bills. We need to take time for ourselves. So I want you to start taking a moment, close your eyes, and visualize what you want for your life a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And just start those baby steps in that direction.
Right, I agree. Like Dina said, we want you out there, visioning what you have for yourself. One of the things I thought about, recently is one of the things I remember being little and being in a youth choir. One of the things I remember is, always loving to sing and, getting away from that as I'm an adult now. I'm thinking about, hey, I wouldn't mind going back and, joining a youth choir, any type of choir. Those are something that I dreamed about, things that I did before. And now here I am older and I'm thinking to myself, I want to do those things again.
Yes.
So what did I do? I bought myself a microphone.
Yes,
I did.
we were out. She bought this microphone.
I did. That's something that made me feel good, so it didn't cost much. I was in the store and I said, you know what? I like this microphone. I want to start singing again. So I just got me a microphone and I started singing. And you'll be surprised. That did something for me. That made me feel wonderful. That's something personal that I wanted to do, that I wanted to get back to. And I did it. I just said, you know what? I'm going to get this microphone and I'm going to start singing. And that's what it's about. We want you to nurture your dreams. I told myself, I can do this. I empowered myself into saying, hey, I can do this. I saw this vision of me wanting to sing again, whether it's in the house, whether it's outside the house. I wanted to sing. It doesn't matter. And I did that. And we just want to encourage you, to do the same. Go for these goals that you got. Think of things that you wanted to do, even when you were younger and even now as an adult. And we just want you to tap into that. And, definitely, go out there and, reach those successes if you can.
That's awesome. And I didn't even know that. I remember I was with her in the store when she was talking about that. and she was talking about how much she loves to sing, and I was like, "That's great." Now, let me ask a question. Can we get you to sing a little something?
Oh, no. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not that empowered.
She's not that. She don't have the nerve to do that.
No, I don't have that nerve.
But Rashida is so right. I mean, getting back to the basics. Like for myself, personally, I love to write. My mind is always going. I'm always thinking of things, and I always thought about writing a book. I always wanted to I love to write poetry and just write down my thoughts. And I'm getting back to that. I'm journaling. I'm writing things out. And the more I write, the more clarity that I have. I have clarity about what I want to achieve in my life, what direction I want my life to go in, because I'm writing things out and it's on paper. And that's the first thing. That's the first thing you need to do is write it all out. Once you have it on paper, then you can start setting time aside for yourself so that you can dedicate time to what's important to you.
That's right. I agree. Like she said, you definitely want to set some time out for you. One of the things we definitely always talk about when we're talking about things that we want to accomplish and goals, that we want to see for ourselves is, making a plan. That's one thing. Like you say, we got so many thoughts in our heads of things that we want to do, things that accomplish. The first step is we want to encourage you to, get a pen and a paper and start writing things down. Once you see things on paper, you'll be surprised of how, fast you want to start doing those things. You start writing them down. You start thinking about, okay, how can I check this off my list? How can I do that? Yeah. So one of the things that we want to do is we definitely want to encourage you to look within and try to figure out what are some goals and some dreams, aspirations that you want to accomplish. And, we encourage you to sit down, write them out, and, try to think of a plan. And like we said, we always talk about, these plans and things that you want to do and write them down. We want to be here for you to help you. If there's anything we can do, me and Thina always talk about things that we can do to help and give back. We definitely want to be here for your cheerleaders. One of the things we talked about is professional, right? Yes. We talked about,
Yeah, because I always say, I used to be this way. I'll go and work, go to certain meetings, and I would be quiet. Everybody's talking around me. Everybody has suggestions, and I have them, but I had the fear of speaking up because I felt at some point I wasn't good enough, or maybe I couldn't contribute. But what I say is that even if you have your own business, you already knew that you can strike it out on your own. You already knew you can go out and you're going after that dream, and that's great. So we have some people that are actually working for employers, and if you're doing that, I want you to know that when you go into that job, you show up prepared. Whatever brilliant ideas that you have, you let your boss know, you let the big wig know, let them know, hey, I have some ideas that can push this company forward, and that you're sleeping on me because I got some good things that I can contribute. That's right. And I want you to be loud, stand up, be empowered, because you're never going to know what you can achieve. You're never going to know what you can get unless you do it, unless you try it, take that chance. I always say you got one chance in life to make multiple choices, but the choices are yours. You have to decide what's important to you. Right. And we just want to encourage you to do that. And by any means, we know we all have responsibilities. We have kids. We can't just drop everything and just be nostalgic and go into live our dreams and do all those things. We understand those things. That's why we talk about baby steps. Carve it out a little bit of time in your life just for you so that you can accomplish things that you want to do. Right.
That's right. We want you to have the nerve, like she talked about. Even if you're not an employer, you may have always thought about starting your own business. We definitely want to encourage that. We want to encourage you to write those things down. And if that's something that you want to do, you want to start your own business, that's something you should do. The way the world is set up now is so many people out here. I mean, it's so many businesses being created every day. There's room for you. Yes. I always tell people, there's room for you in the world. If there's room for us, there's room for you. Exactly. So you need to get out there and figure out different ways that you can make your mark in the world. Whether it's professional, whether it's personal, it doesn't matter. We want to encourage you to kind of get out there and start, looking at those goals and those aspirations and saying to yourself, I can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. There's many people that start businesses every day. They never have a plan or where they're going to do it, and they just do it. And then it's automatically they have this business. So I always explain to people that, hey, you know, this is something that you can accomplish too. They were no different than you. They started, they had a plan, they had a vision, they did what they needed to do, and that was that. So that's one of the things we definitely, you know, want to always encourage and always push. You know, go for you, go for the goals that you want to accomplish.